Hello everybody. Okay, hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at Poly 2, Polyrhythmic sequencer from James Milton. Marvelous thing. I've done demos for this in the past. This will be like a tutorial as well. It's just been updated with the new, you can drag and drop samples. I'll show you it. There are 3 ways you can use Poly 2. Okay, you can use it in well, 4 ways, I suppose. You can use it in standalone mode on its own. You can use it as an AUV3 as a single instance like this. You can use it as AUV3 multi-out, where you have 6 tracks of multi-out. Is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4? No, it's 8 tracks of multi-out. And also you can use it as a Midi sequencer to control other synths. So I will show you how to do all of those 3 things inside of AUM. And yeah, we'll just go through the whole thing. So what I'm going to do, the initial thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap this little icon here, which is next to the info icon. Actually, I'll just tap that as well, which will take us back to kind of the main view. So this is a kind of song mode, if you like, and this goes back to the main view. It's all very, very easy. It looks a lot, but it's not. So this one with the little spanner going across it there like this, we tap on this and you see here are your saved projects here, and then we can just tap new here, new, and this will create a new project for us, and it will be completely blank. And initially, as a default, there will be a sample loaded into each one of these 8 tracks. So track 1, you see, track 2, track 3, track 4, track 5, track 6, track 7, track 8. To look at a sample that's in that box, you just tap the little sample icon here, and there it is. And you can audition it, and there it is. And you can have it loop, you can reverse it, you can put it into mono mode, you can import if you want to import another sample, and it does come with an absolute ton of samples already included for you. You just tap on this and it brings up the sample browser, and you can see you can set it for each one of the actual different tracks here. Super simple. So if we didn't want that particular sound, I could just go, okay, what's this large bowl? I think I'm actually in bells at the moment. So you've got bells, effects, hats, kicks, percussion. We'll go into bells and we'll go with large bowl, and I can audition it. Okay, I'll put that in there instead. So now I have that sample in there. Now I'm going to do this one sample first to explain how it all works. Once you understand one sample, you'll understand all 8 tracks. It's quite straightforward. Okay, so this here, let's run this. This here is like a sequencer grid, if you like. And if we tap on this, you can see how the sequencer grid is laid out in a circle instead of in a linear fashion. Okay, so anywhere we tap in here now, we'll fire off that sample. And if we tap somewhere else, say here, this will be slower, or here like this. If we want to get rid of them, we just pick them up and drag them outside. So let's concentrate on this one. So let's make it a bit quicker. This first one here is velocity. And you also have a mixer. Okay. This next one here is pan. This next one here is the length of the sample, so it's This one is tuning in octave, in semitones. This next one is octaves. This next one is reverb. Okay, so, oh, hang on a minute. Don't know what I've done there. Oh, got onto the wrong one. Hang on a sec. I'll just have to go and see what I've done to this mixer. Right, that's weird. I'll just drag that out and put another one in. What have I done here? I've tapped. Oh, what's this? Have I soloed something? Hang on a minute. No. No. Come on. What's this? That's weird. I've done something wrong there. Just let me put it back in as it was, Poly 2. Only takes a second, but it'll default as a thing. So let me just start this off again. Go in and change that sample. But actually, I'll leave it on that otherwise, because you just saw how I changed the sample. I'm not sure what I did there. I did something wrong. So, right. This is reverb. And if you want to change the reverb, all you need to go is into the effects here, and you'll see reverb. And go back. This next one is delay. And if we want to change the delay settings, that's how we do that. And you can also do the sends here as well. Okay, so that covers that side. This side is velocity randomization. So you'll get varying degrees of volume. This one is pan randomization. This one is length randomization. This one is sample offset. And that's the same as going into the sample and offsetting it here. This next one is pitch repeat. Then this one is skips a beat, so and you can set the how many you want it to do there. And then this one is probability, so percentage of probability, so okay. Now you can add more than this one sample in, of course. And this brings us to stuff that's going on over here. So this changes the position momentarily until you let go. Or if you move your finger over to that little plus button, that will create a new pattern. I'll show you that in a sec. This one randomizes the samples. This one rotates the position. Not sure what this one does. This one, if I drag some of these out now, and I put one in there, let me just push the velocity of this up. If I tap this now, it's going to duplicate this. This one over here is the strength of the randomization. So if it's highlighted, it's going to randomize a lot. So for instance, it's not, see, it's not going to be so much. But if it's on, it'll tend to randomize everything. You're talking about this now. I can change the pitch of any note while I can. It's very cool. So if we go into this little button here, this is a song mode. So at the moment this is D. If I go to A, it'll be blank. But if I press this little plus button now, it'll recreate the same pattern in B, C. Now we've got the same pattern in all of these. So what I'm going to do is go back here. I'm going to randomize, but move over to the little plus button. That's created a new pattern now. And I'm going to add some more. Drag some of these away. We have our quantizing and length, but it's global. And then swing. Okay. So we created a new project. So I'll show you now how you drag your samples in. It's dead straightforward. So let's set one off again. So this one sample, and then we just, what we're doing here, right, go and open our files app like this, and now we can drag any sample into the sampling area. Instead of having to double tap and import, you just drag it in and it's really fast. So for instance, if we go back to say audio share files, and I go down to one of Daniel's memory collection 13 that I've been using a lot lately, and we look at say something like, I don't know, effects. If I want to audition before I drag the sample in, I'll just touch the effect, and so if I wanted that one in, for instance, I would just take it and drag it, and now our effect is in our slot. So we can move to another one. So just move that out the way. Oh, and we've got like some control, so okay. And then we've got an LFO. Well, I'll show you this section now, actually. So if we go to LFO, we can switch it on, and then we can say, look at the frequency, but this is the speed of the LFO, and then the phase of the LFO, and whether it's synced to the BPM, and whether it's switched on or not. And then the shape of the LFO, at the moment it's assigned. And then we can show targets. Well, if we look at the filter, let's switch it on. We've got a filter here, and we've got different types of filters. This is a low pass. So let's go back to our LFO and go show target and assign that to the filter cutoff. And speed it up. So that's how you assign your LFO. It's quite straightforward again. And then this works exactly like any other sample now, so you've got control over, and it's per node. So I'll put delay on this one. So for every single node you have completely independent effects. And also, right, if I press plus now, it's going to duplicate this here. And I can then go to a different effects scene and add some distortion in. More reverb. And then go back to the original one. So I'm going to add another sample in. I've created a new pattern now. See, the scenes are changing as well. New samples. So that's how you drag and drop your samples in. It's very simple. We could choose maybe this one here. Open our sample browser.
Sawyer wasn't killed by a non-human. Sawyer wasn't killed by a non-human. Sawyer wasn't killed by a non-human.
Reverse. Okay, so that's how you add samples with drag and drop now, and that's how you duplicate your scenes. Very easy. Let's take another look at the way we can use this. So let's take a look at multi-out now. Now, when we use multi-out, we've actually disabled the effects inside. So all we need to do for this is multi-bus audio unit instances, nothing there. Let's add this, and you see it says poly to multi-out. Choose poly to multi-out, and don't forget we've got 8 slots. So just let's add eight channels here, and then in this second channel here we'll go multi-bus, and we'll choose poly, and then again multi-bus audio unit, and then this, and then multi-bus audio unit, and then this, and then, or you can use a mixture and match multi-bus audio units, and then this one, and then this one, and then we've got 2 more to add, this one, and last but not least this one here, number 8. So now anything that we put into, and we can do this, we can easily show this, anything that we put into any of the 8 tracks now are going to be routed out to these different poly 2s in a multi-bus out instance, which is good because it means we can apply effects individually, our AUV3 effects and stuff. So let's start with that, shall we? Let's open this up and maybe go and open up a saved project. I don't know what this is, so just let's load it up and see how it sounds. So have we got any going on here? Maybe 2. Let's see. I don't, there's probably some stuff going on here. Right, no, that's fine. Right, so all you're hearing now is what's in channel 1. So and there's nothing going on in the others. So let's do something cool. Let's add some more bits and pieces. Let's go into our song control, our scene control if you like, and let's just hit that little plus button. Actually, what's on B? Something in here. Okay, let's go back to our first one and add something in. What did we say? 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 6. But now it's cool because you can now set up different effects. Please folks, remember to strike the like or subscribe. So hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Consider becoming a Patreon. Super thanks or super stickers, all the rest of it helps support me and Joe. Right, so let's see. So this is a good example of multi-out now. And if we duplicate this now to C, let's change that sample. Now remember, we can either load a sound that's already there, or we can drag and drop. And if we go back to our previous scene, maybe go into effects and provide distortions turned off. Oh yeah, you can't, right, forget effects while you're in multi-out, because you can add effects, you know.
Come on, Walter. 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 Come on, Walter.
And anytime you want to listen to what's going on, you've got a mixer as well.
Walter.
So we can't add internal reverb while it's in multi-out mode, so.
Come on, Walter.
But we know this is channel 2.
Come on, Walter.
So inside channel 2 we could add, say, a black hole.
Come on, Walter. 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 Come on, Walter.
So you can create some really interesting like soundscapes and stuff. Now you can, if you want to, which is also very cool, you can use it multi-out mode, but of course you could also just throw in an ordinary one as well. Open a project just for fun. You know, you'd want to build one up, but if you just want to start somewhere, go and open one of the projects. How cool is that? Randomize. Move it over to the little cross to create a new scene. Let's do this. Let's tap this button here to reposition it. And of course so we've got one normal one now, one that's just all multi-out, so you can see how crazy powerful, and at the moment it's running at about 12%, 14%. And we've got a black hole in there and an altether. So you can see how crazy powerful that can be. You can add another multi-out instance and bash in another 8 of these or whatever. So you've got tons and tons of like potential for building huge, massive soundscapes in a real short space of time using your own samples. You could always use your own samples, okay, but it wasn't as quick to get them in as just to drag and drop them in. Now it's super easy, you know, you just open up the instance and you're good to go. Now, last way to use it is MIDI. So I'm going to clear this out here. So that's using it as sample-based instrument. Okay, so fine. Let's add a MIDI track. Sorry, and add a MIDI track, and we'll add a couple of audio. We'll add 3. Add a couple of audio tracks. So first thing I'm going to do is go audio unit extension, and I'm going to go poly 2. Okay. And then I'm just going to add some synths in here. We'll add, obviously going to add the synth master in there because I like it. I'll add into this one a, let's see, audio unit extension. I'll add in a pure piano. And then in this one here, audio unit extension. Now you can, like I said, the point is here, you can add up to 8 of these. Okay, but you don't want to watch me just add in 8 instruments. It'd be silly. And then we're going to add a lo-fi tape, because I'm going to choose some sounds. So once you've got your instruments, you just basically go and choose some sounds. I don't know, this broken brass one for this, and this will be number 3. So this is actually really easy to set up. Obviously, I'm going to choose a sound from Synth Master, and we'll just go with something from here. I don't know what these are, so I'm just I don't know what's this. And I'll make sure the volume's quieter on these as well. And pure piano, we'll just stick it into cinematic, see what happens. So we've got 3 sounds now. So now we can go like this, right? So MIDI outputs, and tap on this. So at the moment, the easiest way to do this is I'm going to go right this, and then on this one I'll go this, and then on this one I'll go this. And then we might want to be filtering the channels as well, I guess. So I'm going to go none and 1. And on this one as well, I'm going to go none and 2. And on this one as well, I'm going to go none and 3. So it will correspond to the MIDI channels on this. So theoretically now, if I now, let's do that. If I now press play and I just tap, I'm on this channel, which is routed to channel 1, it's just going to play Synth Master, which is actually quite a nice sound. And what we can do is, remember, we can do this double up thing. And then on the second one, this should be pure piano. So we could pick a node and go with maybe the octave. Thanks, David. Thank you very much. And amazing work on the new Powell app as well. So now you see what we're doing is we're controlling the AUV3s. So let's do one with this. So number 3. Doing this isn't going to do anything because we're using this as MIDI, so randomizing the sound function is pointless. But shifting stuff around is cool. Thanks, Kenny. Thanks, David. I must say, though, I don't think YouTube will like you saying that, mate. Do you know what I mean? And it'll probably come back on me. So we could go further. And don't forget, we can just and again you could add in another ordinary one if you wanted to. And then add in another synth, say. We could add in a Galileo. And filter the MIDI for Galileo. So number 4. And maybe add number 4 in, which we know is Galileo. And then what we're doing here, the output to, don't know why Galileo's not working. Okay, strange. Let's try another synth. Whatever. MIDI out to, don't know what was the matter with Galileo there, not getting MIDI in. So guys, there you go. There are all the three ways that you can use Poly 2. Multi-out standalone, or as an AUV3 MIDI controller, so MIDI out to other synths and stuff like that, or whatever you like. I think it's great. I've always liked Poly 2. I like the new drag and drop sample feature. That's great as well. I think it's good fun. I hope you can join me tomorrow evening, where I'll be debuting my new solo album, which is called Relics and Dust. You will be able to get for free from Bandcamp for nothing. So I hope you can join me and have a listen to that. Though maybe not what you expect, but there you go. But it might be an enjoyable, chilled evening of listening to some music. Anyway, well, if you can call it music. Anyway, thank you so much. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks, David. Thanks, Kenny. Brilliant. Top job. Cool beans. Bless you all for joining me this evening, where we took a look at Poly 2 Polyrhythmic Sequencer, which has just been updated with drag and drop samples, which is really very, very cool. As the chat stopped working, I think I've gone off chat control here. Hang on. Oh, I have, yeah. Just let me look, see what I've missed. Loads. Okay, super. Anyway, brilliant. I'll let it play for another couple of minutes while you say ta-ra to each other. Hopefully you can join me tomorrow, where you can have a listen to Relics and Dust, me new album, me new album, like, me new album. Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Colin. Awesome. That'd be cool if you get back home with better internet connection. Right. All right, gang. Listen, I will see you all tomorrow. Bless you all. And yeah, awesome. I just think it's great. Poly 2. If you haven't got it, you should definitely check it out, because, yeah, it's just nice and easy. It doesn't require any brains. And you can have a lot of fun doing it as well. And that's the whole point, really, isn't it? Anyway, ta-da! Over the weekend, we'll be taking a look at FAC drum kit, and Daniel's got some brand new kit. Les Productions Zvon. Sorry, I get Les Productions Zvon's got some brand new free drum kits for that as well. So we'll be taking a look at those and all over the weekend.